Okay, we are back to question 20 now. C. Question 20C. A boy writes a sequence with the nth term 8n minus 1. The sister writes a sequence that begins 4, 13, 22, 31. What is the first three-digit number that will be in both of the sequences? So we need the first three-digit number in the sequences. So we're going to start with this sequence. Write the numbers until we get to the first three-digit number, and then same idea with the sequence, finish it, and find the first three-digit number. So first we're going to do this, 8n minus 1. We're going to show our work here. The sequence is 8n minus 1, and we said that n is the order in which we write the sequence. Let's put the question here. يعني the order of terms يعني n equals 1 وبعدين n equals 2. Let's take it like this. N equals, let's write n equals. Let's copy. Okay. How many ones do we need? I don't know. So we would work on them. Okay. HANA 2, HANA 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. I don't know. We will go to 10 and check what's happening. Okay. 10. Now, let's work with n equals 1 first. We will take this sequence 8n minus 1. We will remove the n نحول ال n ونحط مكانها شنو 1. معناها حتيجي شنو حتيجي 8 times number بعدين minus 1. I'm gonna copy this equals. I'm gonna copy this and take it down. Let's copy. Sorry. Copy it from the beginning so I can take it up. يعني هذه هي sequence عندي. نشتغل من هنا. Paste. Now I'm gonna put the numbers here and 1, HANA 2, HANA 3, HANA 4, and 5, here 6, here 7, here 8, here 9. Maybe we won't reach them, but we will write them. خلاص فهمنا الايديا. خلينا الفيرست سيكونس هي 8n minus 1. حطيناها هنا مكان الان حطينا النمبرز هذينا. النمبرز هذينا ان الترتيب بتاع السيكونس كيف ما فهمنا من قبل. اول وحده 8 times 1 minus 1 حتجد كم؟ 8 بالواحد 8 ناقص 1 7. good. and then 8 في 2 16 ناقص 1 15 15. 8 times 3 24 minus 1 23. Let's move on. 8 times 4 32 minus 1 31. good. And then 8 times 5 40 times 1 39. لما نوصل ل 3 digit numbers we're gonna stop. Okay. 8 times 6 and then minus 1. We can use a calculator to do this. تمام. We can use a calculator, no problem. But the more we get used to the times table, it's better. Like we can use a calculator to check, no problem. So here 39, and then we have here 47, and then here 56, and then 55. 8 times 8 72. I'm sorry, 8 times 8 64 minus 1 63. Here 72 minus 1 71, and then 80 minus 1 is gonna be 79, and then we need the 11. Let's make this smaller so it can work in the same place. 18. We need n equals 11. N equals 11, and then n equals maybe 12, and then n equals 13. Let's work with these. Paste, paste, paste. Should be the same size though. Okay, HANA 11, same idea, مكان n, HANA 12, HANA 13. Let's check now. 8 times 11 is 88, minus 1 is 87. 8 times 12 is 96, minus 1, 95. And then 8 times 13 is 104, minus 1 is 103. We stop here. Why? Because this is the first three-digit number that we have. It's going to be 103. So we're going to write it in different color, like this. So this one is 103. يبقى أول three-digit number is 103. So we use the same idea that we find the terms of a sequence, and we got 103, the first three-digit number. Now we're going to follow the sequence same idea, and then find the first three-digit number in the sequence. And the first sequence starts with 4, and then what? 13. So what do we add? We say 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4, good? 9. So we're adding 9. And then 13, 22 minus 13, same idea, we're adding 9. And then 31 minus 22, we're adding 9. So the difference is positive 9 or plus 9. So we're going to add 9 each time. Let's do it together. Okay? 3. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. 4 هتقعد بعدها كم؟ 13. And then 22. And then 31. We add 9, it's going to be 40. We add 9, it's going to be 49. We add another 9, 58. And then 67. Focus on the numbers when you add, okay? So 40, 49, 58, 67. We add 9, 85. And then we add another 9, it's going to be 94. We add another 9, it's going to be 103. Let's make it a different color because it's the first three-digit number. So it's 103. Let's make it red. So as you can see here, the two sequences, the first three-digit number between them is 103. So the answer is 103. We make it big so we can see it here. And this is the answer of question 20C. So نبيكم تركزوا لما تطلعوا numbers of a sequence, and these numbers we add the same amount, 9, and you'll find that we add 8. لكن it's better to use these steps لأن you don't know if it's arithmetic or quadratic, so it's better to use these steps if they gave you the nth term. لكن if they give you a sequence like this, you can add the amount of the difference between them. Okay, now let's move on to another question. Next question, question 21. A bath contains 300 liters of water. When the plug is pulled out, it drains at a constant rate until it is empty. It takes 8 minutes for the bath to empty completely. Draw a graph on the axis below to illustrate this information. It means what? It means إن الباث معبى 300 liters والrate is constant ويفضى عن شنو؟ in 8 minutes. When we draw a line on the graph, معناها we'll do it like this. هيكون a straight line اللي هي constant rate straight line. هيكون من 300 liters لأن هذين liters لعند ال 8 minutes اللي هي like this. Because this is the line that shows that the liters will end up at the 8th minute. هذه الidea of question 21. So a straight line لأن a constant rate 300 liters لأن بدأ ب 300 liters. ركزوا على الquestion. بدأ ب 300 liters. After 8 minutes, it became 0 liters. That's the idea, okay? And this is the answer of this question. Now, let's move on to another question. Question 22. Express 210 as a product of its prime factors. ركزوا لما يقول لي prime factors معناها I'm going to take the number here 210. Let's make it blue and small. 210, I want to divide it to its prime factors. Prime factors. معناها حنقول له sorry. I can do it that way. 210. Make a line. Now start dividing. I can start dividing by 2, and the answer will be 105. Very good. And then divide it by 3. The answer will be 25. Very good. And 3 times 5 is 15. And then we have 90 with a 1 is going to be 10. Good. 35 divide 5, it's going to be 7. And then 7 divide 7, it's going to be 1. When you reach the 1, you can stop. Now take a look at this group here. These are the prime numbers that we need. So we write them next to each other in the answer. So they're going to be 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. 2 times 3 times 5 times 7 is the prime factor decomposition of this 210. Okay, and this is how you answer a question like this. يبقى كما قلنا prime factor decomposition or product of its prime factor معناها تاخذ الرقم تيجي تقسم فيه على prime factors and you only use prime numbers. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. 23. Work out this calculation. You can put it all in the calculator, it will give you the answer. Like when they say work out and you have no MCQ answers, it means you have to show your steps. تمام? You can do it with a calculator to check only if it gives you the same answer. Now let's do it step by step. كما قلنا نحن نتبعه في شنو؟ We are following something called bitmass. Which is what? Bracket, index, division, multiplying, addition, subtraction. هنبدأ بأول حاجة brackets. أنا ما عنديش brackets نجي نشوف الاندكس. معناها نشتغل على الاندكس الأول. الاندكس اللي عندي 10 power of 6. 10 power of 6. تمام؟ وهنا عندي 10 power of 5. Now this one is standard form. يعني مش لازم نديرها 10 power of 6 وحدها. نقدر ندير the whole part like this together in the calculator. And it will give me an answer, and then the whole part like this in the calculator, it will give me an answer. هنكتب الانسر هذه هنا والانسر هذه هنا, and then I subtract them from each other, minus them from each other like this. Now let's do it like this. Okay, so I'm going to do this so I can know this is the answer and this is the answer. I'm going to use the calculator to do the first one, اللي هي 2.39 times 10 power of 6. هتقعد 239,000,040. تمام. This is the first one. تمام. Second one, 7.4, same idea. 7.4 times 10 power of 5. It's going to be 7, 4 with 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, after I got this, or these answers, I'm going to subtract them from each other. So 239,000 minus 7, 4, and 4 zeros. And the answer will be 165 with 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I can put the answer like this, or I can turn it into a standard form. Doesn't matter. Because in the question, ما قاليش work out the answer and give you answer in standard form. So I can put it like this, or put it in standard form. It's up to you. تمام? I always recommend to put it in standard form because you'll get used to the idea of putting numbers in standard form. This way you'll be always ready for any question. To put this in standard form, we say that the point is here. We move the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. وكيف ما قلنا نحن to make a number in standard form, it means put the number between 1 and 10, and then you say, I had a 0, like I had 4 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to write them, right? And then multiply 10, and the power is what? Very good. The power will be the movement. Because I move that way, the power will be positive. يعني مشيت هيك معناها power positive. يعني خليت النمبر أصغر معناها power positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 معناها power of 6. Power of 6. But some people will say these zeros are here because they were there. يعني كان هنقدر نكتبهم. أنا نبي نأكد بطريقة تأكد لي إن الزيروز نكتبهم ولا لا. What do? I take this number اللي هو الرقم اللي طلع لي في الانسر بعد حركت الديسيمالز ناخذه ونكتبه في الكالكوليتر. I'll put 1.65 and then the 4 zeros 1 2 3 4 and then I push equals. I check if the calculator keeps the zeros, it means I have to write them. Like if the calculator removes them, I don't have to write them. When I did this, the calculator removed the zeros, so I have to remove these zeros too. يبقى لأن الكالكوليتر حولت الزيروز معناها حتى أنا نحول الزيروز من الانسر اللي عندي. And then I write it like this. So as I said, you can stop here. تقدر توقف هنا والله تحول إلى standard. Same idea with the workout. If he didn't tell you, it has to be in standard form. Now, this is the idea of question 23A. Let's move on to another question. Question B. write the numbers below in order starting with the smallest. لو نحن حنديروا حنرتبون starting with the smallest. معناها we have to put them the same. يا اما خلين ordinary يا اما خلين standard. It's up to you. Make them ordinary, no problem. Make this ordinary, make this ordinary, so you can work out which one is the smallest and put them here. Okay. So this one is here, this one is here, and these are ordinaries, so we can use them. 8 times 10 power of 5. Do it with the calculator. 8 times 10 power of 5 equals 8 with 5 zeros. 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same idea, 5.2 multiplied by 10 with power of 4. So 5.2 times 10 to the power of 4. So it's going to be 5.2 with 3 zeros. 5.2 with 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay. Tamam. Now I have these numbers ready. This one is ready. Don't have to turn it into standard واطي. وهذا واطي نشتغل به. وحولت هذين standard. تو نقدر نشتغل ونرتبهم. To put them in order, I have to put them from the smallest. ما نقول أصغر واحد فيهم. Let's take a look. This one is 99,000, 800,000, 175,000, 52,000. So the first one is what? 52,000. Good. معناها لما بنحط في الانسر ما نحطش هذا اللي انا اشتغلت به نرتب هذين. I have to put these in the answer. Okay. ما نجيش نحط النمبرز هذين نحط هذين في الانسرز. تمام. That's the idea. Put them in order. Okay. Okay. Now it's okay. They accept putting these in the answer. No problem. They accept that. So it's whatever you want, you can put. Tamam. So they accept any format that you put in the answer as long as it's correct. Now خلونا نرتبهم. أصغر واحد قلنا هذا 5.21 معنى هذا number 1. تمام. اللي هو 5.2 times 10 power 4. بعدين يجي بعدها اللي هو 99,000 هذا number 2. And then number 3 اللي هو 175,000 وبعدين 800,000. هيك الترتيب سهل. تو نجي نكتبها في الانسر نقدر نكتب any format. هذا 5. It's better to put these but they accept any format, no problem. هذا الأول. هذا الثاني اللي هو 99,000 99999 and then third one is 175 with 3 zeros and then the last one is 800 million 800,000 sorry 800 1 2 3 okay and this is how you answer a question like this. So هيك رتبناها من الأصغر للأكبر. Let's move on to another question. Okay. Question 24. Question 24, use a ruler and compasses to construct the perpendicular bisector of the line XY. You must show all your construction lines. أنا عندي perpendicular bisector. We need a perpendicular bisector for this line. Now, to do this, I'll show you on the app how to do this. And then we will skip the question to the other question. Right? So perpendicular bisector, let me take you to the app. So now we're going to use the compass and a ruler to find the perpendicular bisector of a line like this. Okay. First thing we do is what? We take the compass, put it on this point, open the compass more than half of the line. Let's say this is half of the line. We're going to open it more than half. Okay. Now we have to work out this using steady hands. ضروري يقدر يدينا ثبتات and the lines must be clean. تمام. What do? I draw half a circle like this with this length, half a circle. نديرها هنا. Half a circle. Yes, my circle. And then with the same length from the other side, same length, I put this here. Same length. Okay. I'll draw another half of a circle like this. These two halves هيتلاقى في point اللي هي البوينت هذه والبوينت هذه. What do? I use a ruler and connect these points together. That's what we call a perpendicular bisector of a line. Okay, perpendicular bisector of a line. Now I'm going to connect this point to this point using a ruler, of course. like this, okay? And this is what we call a perpendicular bisector of a line. And what's the perpendicular bisector of a line? It's a line that bisects the line perpendicularly. It means 90 degree at 90 degree, okay? And that's it for this question. Now let's move on to another question. Question 25A. The price of a ticket is $72. The price of the ticket increases by 14%. What will the price of the ticket be now? So قالوا لي ان البرايس 72 زادت 14% 14%. What's the price now? معناها 72 this is the old price تمام معناها this is the 100%. They need the 114%. Now we're going to use the X method to answer this. I'm going to do the 4 boxes like this. I'm going to use the X method to find the answer for the cross multiplying thing. Okay, I'm gonna put 100 هنا لأن هي الأوريجينال percentage والpercentage الجديدة هي شنو increased 14% معناها it's gonna be 114 because it was 100 now it's 114. The 72 is the original number. The original number دي ما يقابل 100. It's gonna be here. So this is 72. Now I'm gonna cross multiply. I'm gonna multiply these and then divide them by 100 to get the answer for the question. I'm going to use a calculator for this. So 72 times 114 divide 100. And the answer is $82.08. And this is how you answer a question like this. So again, as we said, this is the original price. It was 72. How do we know it's the original? Because they said, what will the price of the ticket be now? لأن هذا before وهذا now. Before معناه original. And this is the percentage increase. Because it's increased, I'm going to add it to 100. It became 114. That's why I put it like this. نحط 100 هنا وهذا الأوريجينال. هذا الأوريجينال percentage, original price. وهذا increase وهذا price after the increase. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now, let's move on to another question. B. A bus ticket costs $52. The cost of the ticket increases to 61.88. What was the percentage increase in the price of the ticket? In this question, they need the percentage increase. كيف نجيبوا percentage increase؟ هذا يسموه فيه percentage change. Percentage change كيف يجيبوا فيه؟ أول حاجة you have to subtract the prices that you have and then you divide it by the original. يبقى أول حاجة you subtract the prices بتقول له 61.88 minus $52. So you subtract them لأن هو percentage increase or decrease. Percentage change you have to subtract them. You get a number. I get under 61.88 minus 52. Got 9.88. Now what do? I take the 9.88 divided by the original. So 9.88 divided by the original. وين الأوريجينال هنا؟ الأوريجينال هو أول واحد لأن هو شنو قال لي؟ قال لي a bus ticket costs. هذا هو الأوريجينال. بعدين the cost of the ticket increases. أنا زادت. معناها هذا الأوريجينال. معناها I'm gonna divide it by the original اللي هو 52. تمام؟ After dividing by the original لأنه هو يبي percentage معناها حنضربه بكم؟ حنضربه في 100. حنضربه في 100 and I will get the answer of the question. So I'm gonna say 9.88 divide 52 times 100. هيطلع عندي 19%. And this is how you answer a question like this. يبقى again, this is the original price. And it became 61.88 after the increase. What do I do to find the percentage increase or change? I subtract them. I take the number, divide it by the original, and multiply it by 100 لأنه هو percentage. هيطلع معايا 19%. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to the next question. Question C. A woman invests $2,700 at 3% per annum compound interest. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of the fourth year. هنا نبيكم تركزوا شنو؟ هنا عندي من قبل عندنا سؤال انه قال لي simple interest. هنا compound interest. هنا compound interest. So we're going to use the compound interest rule اللي هي شنو تقول؟ انها تقول ال original number او original money multiplied by what? Multiplied by brackets. البراكت هذين شو فيهن؟ البراكت هذين فيه fraction. الفراكشن كيف حيكون؟ حيكون 100 لوطة. يبقى ركزوا هذا simple، هذا compound interest مش simple. simple طريقته وحدها. Okay, and then plus minus depending on the sorry, let's do it like this. هندير plus and minus هنا. They're small so you can see them. Plus minus شنو؟ plus minus البرسنت او البرسنتج اللي استخدمها، وهنا الباور حتكون شنو؟ الييرز. يبقى هذا هو قانون بتاع كومباوند انترست. حتاخذ الاوريجينال تحطها هنا، تاخذ البرسنت تشوفها تحطها هنا، وتاخذ الييرز اللي تحطهن هن از باور. وبالنسبه للبلس اند ماينس كيف تختارهن؟ تختارهن عن طريق السؤال، لانه هو انفستمنت معناها حيزيد، معناها حتختار بلس لانه هو انفستمنت، ما هوش شنو؟ ما هوش ديكريز، ما هوش ريدكشن. خلاص حتستخدم الطريقه هذه كومباوند انترست، حتكون للاوريجينال اللي هو 2700 multiplied by كما قلنا براكت. عندي شنو في براكت جوا؟ عندي نديروا براكت اوكي، عندي 100 وكما قلنا بلس لان شنو؟ لان انفستمنت. بلس شنو البرسنت اللي هي 3، وبعدين ديفايد كم؟ ديفايد 100 same idea as the rule. تمام؟ وبعدين سكروا نجي هنا sorry نقرب والله شويه yeah, like this. تمام as a fraction نديرها هيك، وبعدين نجي نحط الباور اللي هي years اللي هي 4 years as a power like this. I can use a calculator to calculate this. نجي نحطها في الكالكوليتر كامله باش تطلع لي الانسر. here 2700 times open bracket ندير fraction جوا 100 plus 3 100 plus 3 and then لوطة عشان نحطوا 100 يعني نسكروا براكت في جنب ونديروا باور اللي هي 4 years 4 years. فنركزوا على طريقة الحل compound interest. It's not the same as the simple interest فضروري ركزوا عليها. تمام. And the answer will be what? It's going to be 3038.87. And this is how you answer a question like this. You can put the other numbers in 37 or 87 in decimals because they don't need you to they don't need you to round it, so you have to put the whole numbers that you got in the calculator. And this is how you answer a question like this. يبقى ضروري تركز ان compound interest هذه الطريقه بتاعها، يعني هنا تحط الاوريجينال هنا 100 plus minus percent اللي هي النسبه divide 100 بعدين الباور حتيجي شنو؟ number of years تشتغل بيها بالكالكوليتر تطلع لك الانسر كامل. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to the other question. 26, we have a shape here, shape A. The question says, reflect shape A in the y-axis. Label it B. We're going to reflect it on the y-axis. أول حاجة الميرور بتاعنا وين؟ هي y-axis. معناها حنديروا reflection للشيب في y-axis. معناها الإيمج حتكون بالجهة هذه. How do we reflect? أول حاجة نشوف distance between the shape and the mirror. هنا one box معناها same idea حنمشي one box ونبدأ نحط البوينتس. Let me do this like this. يبقى هذه point هذه one box معناها one box ونحطها. Same idea البوينت هذه one box معناها one box ونحط point. Same idea نشوف distance between البوينتس كلهم وبعدها نرسم الشيب. هذه 1 2 معناها 1 2 ونحط البوينت. هذه 1 2 معناها نمشي 1 2 ونحط البوينت. هنا 1 2 3 1 2 3 نحط البوينت. هذه الأخيرة 1 2 3 1 2 3 ونحط البوينت. Now I just connect the points together وهيك قدرت reflection the shape في الواي axis like this. And that's the idea of the first question. Hi. Now let's move on to the next one. هيك قدرنا reflection للشيب في الواي axis. Now let's move on to the next one. Question B. Reflect shape A in the line y equals 1. Don't forget to label the shape, by the way. You're labeling the shape B. Now let's move on. Reflect shape A in the line y equals 1. Label it C. هنديروا reflection للشيب في اللاين y equals 1. أول حاجة ندوروا اللاين y equals 1 اللي هو على البوينت y equals 1. نقول اوكي. sorry. y equals 1 اللي هي هذه. هنديروا لاين على y equals 1 عشان نديروا reflection للشيب عليها. هتكون عندي الميرور هنا. هذه y equals 1. لما ندير reflection للشيب نفس الايديا. هنديروا points ونشوفوا distance between the points and the mirror وبعدين نحطوا البوينت. هذه 1 box معناها نعدي 1 box ونحط البوينت. هذه 1 box نمشي 1 box ونحط البوينت. same idea 1 2 نمشي 1 2 ونحط البوينت. هذه 1 2 3 1 2 3 ونحط البوينت. ديما نشوف الديستنس between البوينت والميرور. 1 2 3 1 2 3 ونحط البوينت. and the last one هذه 1 2 1 2 ونحط البوينت. and then I connect the shape with a line like this. وهيك درنا reflection للشيب في in the line y equals 1 and label it C. Don't forget that. لأن labels معناها إن answers. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to the next question. Let's remove this. Question C. Describe fully the single transformation that maps shape B onto shape C. تونا shape B كيف قاعد shape C. That's the question. تعال نديروها. Let's look at it like this. تعال نردوا الشيبس الأول مش نشتغلوهن B و C. أول حاجة B كان reflection هنا اللي هو في الواي axis. وشيب C كان reflection في اللاين y equals 1 معناها هنا. تمام. بس ردينا الشيبس اللي بدري اشتغلنا عليه اللي هن B و C. I'll label them so we can understand the idea. هذا B. Sorry. وهنا C. Now the question is, how did B become C? What is the single transformation that makes B become C? That's the question. The question C. Describe fully the single transformation that maps shape B onto shape C. يعني B كيف قاعد C? That's the idea. Bam. We can use two different transformations هنا. يعني واحدة منهن صح مش مشكلة. أول حاجة هنلاحظ إن shape B انقلب. تمام؟ بما أن انقلب I can say this is a reflection. I can say it's a reflection. بكيف نعرف الرفلكشن على اللاين شنو؟ نجي نشوف أول حاجة distance of the points. بعد كل نقطة عن الأخرى. تعال تشوفوا النقطة هذه مشت 1 2 3 معناها تبعد عن الأخرى 3. نفس الفكرة البوينت هذه 1 2 3 معناها النص بتاعهن كم؟ النص بتاعهن 1.5 يعني حنجي 1.5 ونحط اللاين بتاعي هيك. هذا اللاين of reflection. وبعدها I'm gonna describe this line. يعني نقدر نقول إنه صار لها reflection. نحول اللاينز علينا. نقدر نقول هذه reflection باهي وهذا هو line of reflection. ضروري نكتب equation لللاين هذا. نعم ضروري نكتب شنو؟ equation لللاين هذا. شنو هي equation؟ أول حاجة نشوفها شنو يقطع. هنلاحظ إنه هو يقطع الواي في شنو؟ في 1. يقطع الواي في 1 معناه لما نكتب equation هنكتب y equals mx plus c. هذه الايكويشن بتاعي. السي بتاعي هنا هي 1، معنا نكتب y equals mxc، مازال y equals mx، مازال بنطلع ال mx plus c، مازال بنطلع الام بس اللي هو الجريدينت. كيف نطلع الجريدينت بتاع اللاين هذا؟ كيف قلنا نحن الجريدينت نطلعوه؟ الجريدينت نطلعوه بطريقتين، يا اما نمشي 1 بوزيتيف اكس ونشوف وين كيف نرد لللاين، والله ندير الرايز على الرن. تعال نديروا طريقة الرايز على الرن. لما نبي ندير الرايز على الرن معناها نبي ندير تراينجل ونوصله رايت انجل تراينجل. مثلا بديت من هنا وصلت هنا، ننزل لوطة 2 صح؟ هذا رايت انجل تراينجل، معناه نبي ندير رايز على الرن. الرايز على الرن هنا الرايز بتاعي كم؟ 2، والرن بتاعي 2، والرايز نزل لوطه ما رقاش فوق، معناها نيجاتيف. معناها نيجاتيف 2 على 2، معناها الجريدينت بتاعي هيكون نيجاتيف 2 على 2. تمام؟ ندير هيك، هيساوي كم؟ هيساوي نيجاتيف 1. هذا الجريدينت اللي عندي. باهي، هذه طريقه اللي هي الرايز على الرن. وقلنا ليش حطينا نيجاتيف؟ لان الرايز بتاعي نزلت لوطه ما رقتش فوق. تمام، تعال نشوفوها بالطريقه الاخرى، هل تعطيني نفس الاجابه ولا لا؟ لما نبي نجيب الجريدينت قلنا شو نديروا؟ نجي على اي بوينت في اللاين، نمشي 1 بوزيتيف اكس اللي هي مربع واحد، شو البوزيتيف اكس، وبعدين نرد لللاين. لما بنرد لللاين هل حنمشي فوق ولا لوطه؟ حنمشي لوطه، معناها هذا عليش كتبنا نيجاتيف. نمشي لوطه كم بوكس؟ هنمشي بوكس كامل، هنمشي بوكس كامل، معناها نيجاتيف 1. وهذا هو الجريدينت اللي عندي. بما ان نيجاتيف 1 معناها حتقعد هذه الايكويشن حتقعد شنو؟ الام حتقعد نيجاتيف 1، معناها حيكون الريفلكشن بتاعي، نقدر نقول ريفلكشن تمام في اللاين هذا، ريفلكشن in the line y equals negative 1x plus 1. Now, I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to come back and finish the rest of this question because it's very important. هنكمل عقابة لما نرد, okay? The second part, I'm going to describe rotation. So please come back, okay? Right, see you.